dip, but if my ruler gets one dip, then that's probably going to be bad for me. Nope, I'll take it. Very nice. So is he scared and running away into... Okay, he's marching in here. Yeah, he is going there. But I'm sending all I have there, so why would he do that? Well, not that I'm gonna complain if he does. No, he's not. He's going over there. Maybe we have what it takes to catch him. 26th and 27th of July seems pretty good. And then you can come along as well. If I can just ravage that unit, all will be well. Scottish separatists still wish to rise up, though. In Fife, of all places. What's Fife got going for it? Oh yeah, all the nasty things I'm doing with this missionary for one, and then everything else on top of that. But that's okay as well, because the Scots will just go down into... No, they'll take over my lands as well. That's the thing. Ah well, Scots do what Scots do. Battle in Grodno as expected. And, oh, he did run away. He's going to Pelham now. I mean, I'm not really here for all that much. There's no reason for me to push this as hard as I can. He's a reasonable man. I'm sure he will see the sense in just surrendering. There you go. No need for you to die even more, although that poor manpower of mine just melting away. Oh well, it happens. I should have thought about that. I get there faster than he runs away. I just assumed that I wouldn't, and that was a dangerous thing to assume, because now I'm going to have a very, very bad battle on my hands. I mean, one could forced march his way in there, but in the end it's just a lot of pain for me. That's a lot of pain. Good thing we're rolling particularly well there. Whew. Alright, as totally expected, Danes are rising up. That is a problem that I could export to Sweden, and likely will. But they will probably also go to Holstein, and they're going to... Oh, that's the biggest problem, it's pausing my coring. Gonna relocate to Danzig. But why? Well, it works for me as long as I get to kill you. Speaking of killing people, there we go, that's nice. I'm really good at fighting wars really badly into the late or mid game. It's a skill of mine. There we go. Now I really just need one guy to go along and de-siege these provinces, so they will. Starting with Stockholm, that's the one that I really need to get done so I can core the rest. Bloomin' Portugal, they have that way of just prolonging my wars. Alright, I'll be honest, I'm just here for these, but what else could you give me? Let's say releasing certain nations. And maybe I should just get Kazan so that I don't have to keep worrying about that fort. Means whenever I fight you, things get a bit uglier than they otherwise need to be. But I just don't have any interest in taking this land. It's not part of the perfect Hansa. I could take it, dismantle the fort, and then just release it. That costs me prestige that I don't want to spend. Yeah, money is good though. Money is damn good. That's pretty nice. There is no reason to prolong this war, although I will, of course, take the money. As they say, take the money and run. Glorious. Kazan would probably be a good fort for a Permian march. Now I do want a Permian march. You know, just Perm holds this so that they have the western frontiers of the perfect Hansa. There is a point for that. But I'm just not sure I care enough about it. I mean, I can always just go thrash Muscovy for that later, but I have them here and now. I just need to march on his capital and take it, and then I'll have a lot more war score to play with, and then I probably could punch out Perm. But I also gotta... I doubt Brandenburg would flip their lid that badly over Perm. I desperately need some better dip tech. I should probably be focusing on it if anything. Yeah, because it's what a lot is going into. To push or not to push you? That is my question. I think we'll go for it. There's that 2 siege general of mine. There you are. You get down there. Yeah, we'll beat Perm out of you so we don't have to worry about it. And just grant the lands to them. They're going to be beaten out as an Orthodox nation anyway. And I doubt anybody's going to matter or mind too much about me taking those land. Oh, well, maybe people do mind a bit more than I thought. A Perm without Perm is a bit scandalous. The province itself costs 9 war score, so I'd have to drop this down by 2 to take it. And there we go now, there's a shadow of a Muscovy if ever there was one. That's a lot of war score though, let's be a bit more realistic. Seems a bit more realistic at least. Let's hold off in the mountains so that he can't reasonably push through, although he could encircle us. And prolonging this war really digs into my poor manpower. England would probably take this moment to declare. I mean, if they were clever, that's what they'd do. Let's get our claim on the good old Golden Horde. And wasn't there something else I needed to get a claim on? Poland for one. And Poland's having a hard time there. Let's make it a little easier for Hungary to go and beat them up. Now, see, now they want that access. "15 artillery is all you need." I'm throwing way too many men at this, as I often do. Alright, go and enjoy that please, England, although that was horribly timed. And I forgot about you, as I always do. Norwegian separatists running rife in Sweden. Hopefully Sweden... Oh, they can't get there! I could give them access, or I could not. I mean, those Norwegians are surely going to go up and around anyway. Oh, I love the idea of Sweden just sitting there with their men not knowing what to do because they can't get through me. Although I don't like the idea of having all these Norwegians giving me a bad time. I'm happy with that. Muscovites wish to rise up as well. Nothing new. And nothing that we can't deal with. Why are you claiming lands in Great Horde outside your culture group? Well, Kasimov is part of the area. And I want to do some fairly alright borders. So yeah, I mean I want Ryazan, but I'd take Kasimov as well just because it's part of the area. I'll clean it up nicely. And it was the larger development of the two, so that's why I claimed it. So what's the story over here? Scotland gunning down Denmark, wherever Denmark is. Well, okay, they're there. And they're getting Englanded. England will just take their money. Take it and run, my friend. Okay, now that would have really shaken things up for Muscovy there. I could move in for the kill, safe in the knowledge that they don't have that much to throw at me right now. Like I can get you to... yeah, well, for one, scrunched up, because times are hard on our people right now. But it is quite nice to go and throw what you can against Muscovy. Ravage him. He's only in the steppes, and we do have 5 fire to throw at him. Break on through to the other side. Because they can't run, and they certainly can't hide. Boy, Brandenburg's feeling the burn right now. It's okay though, it's just peasantry. So you want to go and help out there, and you will be there quite soon. I mean, I should probably force march my way in there as well. And he really wants to be there, so good for you. And that's good for me. Oh, that fort there is a piece of rubbish. It'll fall in no time. Just need to get my 2 siege up and on it. Yeah, at this rate I might be able to get a lot more out of this war than I thought. I see that they're still trying and failing to siege down good old Bremen. Yeah, sadly the Danish particularists, or Danish separatists, are making their move around there as expected. Quite nicely though, the Norwegians are just doing horrible things to the Swedes. A victory, because of course it was. And yeah, okay, Bremen did manage to take it. That's what I get for smack talking them. I wonder if it's not worth my time going and completely gunning them down. You got nothing to live for, Muscovy. Soon it'll be time to just give it all up. Pshaw. Expensive on the manpower, but when I fight in the late game, it always is. Yeah, I haven't seen those Scottish for a while. Where did... oh yeah, they went over there and died, of course. And the Norwegians want to take Stockholm also, of course. They're just jealous, of course, as all Norwegians are. And they're just making me suffer for my idea not to give access to the Swedes. Unfortunately though, it means my overextension really isn't going anywhere. Which is less than good for me. Perhaps I should start marching back there with an actual army. Alright, there we go. The Scots are off into English Scotland. Or Scottish England, whatever you want to say. And I kinda want Fife to finally be converted. So my country has certainly seen better days. Why am I pausing on pop-ups? That's caught me out a few times today. Pause on events. No thanks. Neva and Whatsits. I mean, it's pretty much only where my burgers are, and there's not a lot of that. Or the burgers could get loyalty and influence. Still, Furs is pretty nice. And where's the other one? Tick Fin. Wasn't aware I even gave it up there. Well, you know, I do love extra development, but it's not that big of a deal. And if I take the other one, then I can milk the burgers that bit harder for their Diplo support, which works out to be a lot better a deal for me. And I can finally get some boats. Ooh. Well, you know what, I'll take my Admiral, because seldom do I actually have much influence from burgers. And I'll take a Mint Master. And then I can get tons of Diplo power. And then people can respect me as I tech up in Diplo. Spy Network and Great Horde even helping me out with that. Unbelievable. Normally I wait a long time on getting those, but it'll keep my subjects better in line if they're not so far ahead of me in Diplo tech. Okay, so they have very little to oppose me with. I mean, I could always take more money, but maybe taking land is the better option here. Especially if I carve them up a bit like that. Yeah, I like the look of that. More prestige than I know what to do with, so I will probably do that thing to Brandenburg to make them happier. But man, it's worth holding on just a little bit for that money, surely. No, my war exhaustion is getting the better of me. We should probably just end this war here and now. Even if I really want that money. So I get this, we'll have Perm as our wee march over to the west. Over to the east. Jings, I'm starting to sound like Lucky. And just to be sure, those are Permian cores there and not on me. Of course they are. Reduce overextension, I'll get right on that game. Oh, I forgot to spend my prestige as I always do. Oh well. Still, spitting this out is probably going to make Brandenburg not so happy with me. So it's pretty good for me to actually placate them. Or pay off their debt. No, that's a lot of debt. Nah, they're good, I'll just placate them. Keep them in line, and spit out that Perm. They follow the Orthodox faith, of course they do, and we'll give them these lands which are nicely already converted. Everyone loves Perm, right? My poor relatives, I wanted to have them on the thrones here, there and everywhere. Izkhar? Izkhar? Yes. Glazov. And of course, please keep that Kazan fort. It's going to be handy for us all. And I guess now I can... yeah, I can place my relative on your throne. He's no doubt going to be better than that 303. And then some. So Perm's looking a bit ugly, but that's okay. And we'll just march them, because I have no intention of integrating that land. And all is well. Oh, poor Nitra. mourning over their ruler right now. So I got a lot to sort out, and honestly my country could stand to just chill out a moment. So let's get our people back here and sort it all out. Of course then there's this slight issue here. What are the Norwegians doing hanging around in my country? Alright, we managed to eclipse Hungary. So I guess we point the finger at Savoy, which would make that Palatinate alliance that much easier. And they are threatened by us. Why is Poland winning? How is Poland winning? What I'm wondering is how you don't have access through Nitra by... how odd. Well, if I give it to Poland... He's doing some weird things there. I don't want Poland winning though, that's the thing. Ah well, what can you do? Keep improving the relations with the Turk for one. Jake threatened war on Golden Horde. I agree, that would probably be easier than just going to war, and he would certainly say yes. But I can't actually handle any more overextension right now until I get some cores of my own made. Damn, they ended up going back to Fife. They're just ruining my day, these Scots. I'll keep them from going to Orkney at the very least. And if I could spare one other boat, which of course I can, keep them from going to the Western Isles as well, so that I can still get a mercenary in there and help out. And Muscovites wish to rise up. We'll be ready for them though. Alright, country just needs to chill. These forts are expensive though, it's tempting to tear it down. It's a good line of defense though. It's a very, very good line of defense. Just an expensive one. I really don't need force limit right now, I need just about anything else. It's tempting to switch you out by now, Mr. Nicholas, because getting some manpower recovery speed would be very nice. So when this passes, which is actually a while away, I'll probably go for that. Didn't we have this song recently? Farewell. What a Polish success story. Which kind of makes me a bit uncomfortable. Alright, well, once again, the Muscovites, and that's quite a few Muscovites. Who is Savoy fighting besides the Palatinate, Jake? Oh my. Didn't Savoy used to have a laundry list of allies? Maybe having the Palatinate as my ally here and now is for the better. I should take the moment to say that I don't like Savoy. Although Aragon... No, you hate Savoy as well. Well, me too. And yeah, it's a good opportunity to get that alliance with Palatinate, which I will likely want down the line. Puts a bit of a stress on our Diplo relations, so I should probably consider eating some subjects as well. Finland just has this land so that he can core it for me and I didn't have to take the overextension. So I will probably eat Finland as a matter of urgency. Oh man, I should have thought about that. But I can easily join in this, because it looks like it's advantage Palatinate and it will net me some trust with them. Wow, Savoy greatly over it. Oh man, Streltsy support is nice. I don't know where Sol Watts it is. gain 1 base manpower there. It's a territorial course, I don't care much. Money or Streltsy? I mean, having support for Streltsy helps me out a lot right now because I'm hurting on the manpower, so I'm actually going to take that. Otherwise, these guys need to die. Let's be ready for them. I'd rather get the defensive here since I need to really take care of my units. Damn, those Poles are just cleaning up house. Well, goodbye war exhaustion reduction though. That was something I was really trying to get right now. Yeah, those Muscovites will likely go to one of these. It's... oh god. Didn't think of that, did I? Just need Fife done, man. Come on. Okay, it looks like they've dealt with the Norwegians, at least as best as I can tell. I should have seen that coming, Swedish separatists. Fortunately, I think I could take them on with these guys, battered and bruised though they are. I just need to make the best that I can make here. With the best that I can get. Which would be the 5 fire guy, but I like the idea of taking these guys. Oh, okay. Didn't think they'd go there. Man, everything sure is exhausting my poor nation these days. 7th and 12th, so hold off for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. 12th and 12th will deliver us from you, and then we'll be okay. 10 Patriarch Authority, 450 Admin. Actually, I kind of like getting that right now. Cheers. Strengthen our nation and all that. I wonder what the English are so busy with that they can't take care of a few Scots. I like in this whole allied in the war thing though, that makes it easier to take care of the rebel scum. Everything is just a battle against the rebel flagship in its own way. So there we go, you're dealt with, you guys just get back to where we can look after you. And there's the admin power. Let's not take that though, because I would totally waste it. No tech to spend it on. And I'm not sure if there's any... what can I invest my admin in right now? What are your ideas and trade income? My ideas are Hanseatic ones, of course. Defensive, influence, quality, economic, trade. Next up's going to be maritime or naval, and then the other one. Who cares about tech? 29. Okay, what do I even spend all this admin power on? Could make my subjects like me, or I could certainly develop some stuff. I always wanted to get this stuff even further developed. But at the current time, everything looks kind of good around here. Like, these are the lands that I want going really well for me. And if it's admin development, well... Tver could certainly get it. But you'd think there'd be a better thing to spend my admin on right now. I have stability. Barcode says, greetings Jake, who's getting eyed up for the chopping block by not Russia? And who isn't? Muscovy just got another kick to the face. Alright, we've got some very good land, but it could be even better. It's a shame you guys aren't that bit happier with me. That extra development cost reduction would be beautiful. But still. Oh, I still have that! No wonder things are costing me an arm and a leg. Well, it's almost like I saw this coming. Let's waste that admin. 10, 10, and 10. Get an extra building slot for you at the very least. It's just beautiful. Because then I could get even more.